But with that being said, we on to YouTube, bro. We on the YouTube reactions. So we got the Backrooms, man. I don't know if a lot of y'all have heard about the Backrooms, but I haven't heard too much about it, if I'm being honest. I heard that it's trending right now. The trailer got 13 million views. So we finna react to it, man. And we got another video after this to react to called What to Know Before You Watch the Backrooms. So we're gonna watch that after we watch the trailer, man. Make sure you like the video, comment on the video if you enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get straight to it.
I found something in the store.
Okay.
It was a furniture store.
What did you find?
The place.
Hey, when dude be in movies, the movie always be crazy. I ain't gonna lie. He a good actor. I don't know his name, but he a good actor. He just passed out and woke up in his random ass yellow room. Nah, this is crazy. All right. Nah, this is crazy. So it's like a psychological horror type. Who is that?
Anyone there?
Nah, this crazy.
Look, I know how this sounds, but you gotta understand, it's massive in there.
I'm not saying I don't believe you.
Okay, I'm gonna come back here with proof. All right, you filming? Yeah. Follow my lead.
He went back there with
I'm
somebody.
trying to figure out. I've been there every night since I found the place, and I still barely scratched the surface. All right, just take it slow.
I'm damn near confused. Like, he was just in the furniture store.
Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up! What do you see?
Pull me up, pull me up. Oh, shit.
All these rooms. This place builds them. It's like a maze. It just goes on and on.
Look at all them chairs.
Builds them. It's like a maze. It just goes
Every
on
room
and on.
yellow. The floor is damn near yellow.
Sometimes I'm scared I'll get lost.
Clark, can you hear me? I don't understand. What is this?
Who is that? Hold on, who is that with the hazmat suit?
It's beautiful.
Am I right?
She just walked through the wall, bro. I'm so confused. Only in theaters 5/29/26. All right, but I am a little confused. That shit look crazy though. It's like a psychological thriller / horror movie. So we finna tap in with this other movie by MA2. Shout out to them. What to Know Before You Watch the Backrooms to get a little bit more.
No way UNC ain't never heard of the Backrooms.
Bro, I never heard. Well, so look, I heard it was like, wasn't it like a game or something that was called the Backrooms? I think I played that shit before or something on like Roblox, I feel like, but I don't know. I ain't really. I'm that much of an unk, gang. Explain what's the Backrooms? No, then explain the Backrooms to me then, bro. Put unk hip. Put me hip, man. Put me hip. If you wanna let me know before we start this video real quick.
Then people made games out of it.
Then people made games out of it. So it was on Roblox, and then people made games out of it.
No.
No. What you mean? Then people made games out of it. Then what? It was like a book. What's the origins? They probably finna tell me in this video. Let's get straight to it. Keep that app open and we good. Alright, bet.
I am sure the video will explain it better.
Alright, bet. Yeah, for sure.
Online horror fan has burned into their memory. But to the general public, this month may be the first time they have heard or seen what they will soon come to know as the Backrooms. If you haven't seen, a new trailer just dropped for the Backrooms movie, and the hype that has built around this film is insane. The Backrooms is about to become mainstream, and if you aren't familiar with the concept and the trailer has you a little confused, this video is to help you out. Because maybe some of you are young enough that the only relationship you have to this is scary games that you've seen your favorite YouTuber play, or some of you were past the prime internet age and you are just confused as hell as to what is happening. Put it simply, the Backrooms is this idea that if you fell just right or took a wrong step at the perfect time, you could accidentally fall through your world and into this maze of yellow horrors.
On some
Originally,
shit like
the concept
this.
of the Backrooms came from an online post years ago. This simple picture has birthed thousands of different stories. An entire YouTube series and communities are based around this single image that users coined as the Backrooms. A place that feels human, lost in time, almost outside of our world, entirely a new one, but so familiar. And online,
this is
it
crazy.
is legendary. But with so many different takes on the Backrooms in the last decade plus, you may be wondering, what is this upcoming movie going to be about? Well, luckily spearheading the project as one of the directors is Kane Parsons, better known online as Kane Pixels, who is the creator of the YouTube series titled The Backrooms. And these videos basically exploded the Backrooms from a random creepypasta, specifically for its at the time very hyper-realistic take, almost single-handedly reintroducing first-person horror in a way we've never seen. As viewers for the first time were able to enter a world they never thought would be possible. Now, I do want to note he's not the creator.
It's crazy, I ain't never seen none of
He's
this.
sort of like the Ben Franklin of it. He didn't invent it, he just made it extremely popular, weaving in viewers with an insane concept and unfolding plot that only gets more twisted as time goes on. I understand why A24 picked him, and it's also very safe to say that he will most likely be pulling a lot of influence from his previous work, especially since we see a lot of scenes in the Backroom trailer that use the same first-person POV. So today, I'm going to prepare those of you who may be
Brody
new,
finna
or
make
may
me
just
having
need a rehash
nightmares.
on the surface level understanding of the Backrooms lore,
Man, my
and
fault,
what we
gang.
might expect to see in this upcoming
My fault,
movie.
bruh.
Note, this isn't going to be a full deep dive on
My
everything.
fault, bro. Close your ears for a
But this is
second,
gonna
bro.
be a
You'll be
shorter,
right.
more digestible topic cover.
It would be
But
cool.
who knows? Maybe Kane is using this movie to build on top of what he's already laid out. So if you want to go into the movie with no stone left unturned, I'd recommend that video. So with that in mind, let's get started. First, I'm going to cover the trailer and check out some Easter eggs you might have missed or things you could be a little confused on. Opening up to a
Okay.
furniture store, Captain Clark really has no story purpose in the Backrooms online series. It's more of a Easter egg to the original picture, since the Backrooms photo was supposedly taken in a closing furniture store. This one
Okay.
belongs to our protagonist Clark, who seems to have found a doorway in his store's basement. Doorway is how Kane refers to openings to the Backrooms in his series. Most of the time they're completely invisible, which is why people don't know they're entering the Backrooms, and these doorways appear all over the world and throughout time, but I'll go more in depth on that later. For this split-second frame, we can see a commercial for a therapist, maybe even a psychiatrist, Dr. Mary Klein. From what we can tell from the narration, Clark seems to be mapping out the entire area of the Backrooms from his entrance. Yeah, Clark, you might be doing that for a while. But his methods, such as tying a rope to track where he's at, is very smart, as is something we see done a lot in the online series, specifically by a company called Async, who I'll also get into later, but they may be the people who we see monitoring Clark on the camera screens, and I'm 100% sure these are Async workers in the hazmat suits.
Oh, see, I ain't even peep he was getting watched by cameras. Bro was getting watched by cameras. That was the people that was in the hat. Okay.
Kane
Okay.
uses these models all
Okay.
the time. Also, something you might have missed, the painting that's behind these guys in this scene is also seen earlier in the furniture store. And I'm gonna say it right now, that is not a coincidence. We also see Clark looking for the exit, which is no longer there, as the Backrooms has a tendency to move you around in space and time. Yeah, things get confusing very quickly if you're not paying attention. Quick! What was the date on the TV screen? Oh, come on. It's not a Backrooms video if you're not analyzing and logging everything.
Damn, this
is
shit
just a
deep
trailer,
like
I really
this?
don't want to make too bold of a claim here, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this woman is probably gonna die. Not just because she's covered in blood and the Backroom seems to be closing in on her. It's instead because you all see that doorway, right? Doorways into the Backrooms can be anywhere, even 1,000 feet up in the air. And
What?
that basically wraps up the trailer. Now with that out of the way, it's time to go through some major topics in the
How
OG
did I miss
series
that?
to get you up to date with everything in a timely manner. So the first question I want to answer, and what many of you guys may be wondering, is what is the Backrooms? Is it really just an alternate reality, or is it something man-made? And the answer is yes. Well, it's a lot more complicated and somehow simpler than that. So in Kane Pixel's Backrooms, Async is a research facility that in the 80s had proposed an idea to create a machine that could open up a small pocket universe that could help the world store things. Yeah, the Backrooms is basically a glorified closet. Well, it didn't start off that way, at least. Truly, the Backrooms idea was formed years before at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, where research was done in a particle acceleration by a Philip R. Heyman. Particle acceleration is actually a real-world science where particles are shot at each other to make a reaction at very high speeds. I bet you guys didn't think we were going to be learning about molecule science, huh? And over the years, this idea and research grew into a bigger project with more funding where it would culminate with this.
How are they making fake videos like this?
The first contact into the Backrooms. Possibly the greatest scientific breakthrough of all time, just ignore the shock waves of earthquakes and thousands dead or injured because of this experiment. An entirely new, ever-expanding dimension at Async's fingertips. And they thought of the idea to market this as not just a way to store Earth's waste and debris, but also have entire residential areas, stores, restaurant, entire living in the Backrooms. Which, not gonna lie to you, would have been pretty genius, because you would basically have infinite storage. You may not think that's insane, but unlimited
Infinite storage. How is the storage infinite? If I come back to the spot that I put something, and the spot is moved. See, now I'm getting irritated. Now this shit finna make me mad.
Like basically having unlimited money, new places to venture, new worlds to discover at that point. Ever need a space to put those old suitcases? Gotta fix for that. Nowhere to put your old clothes? Gotta fix for that. Need to hide a body where it can never be found?
Oh, this shit is crazy,
is
though.
just for you. But there's only one problem. Well, not one, a lot of problems actually. This isn't the only portal open. Multiple around the world begin to open up, leading to people falling in and getting lost in the halls. Soon after the experiments, Async begins to do their own ventures into the Backrooms,
Hide a body is
cataloging the
wild.
surrounding area, but quickly realize that
Man,
the place is unstable.
I ain't even peep you
as
said
the
that.
walls seem to shift and move. Even one of their own researchers gets lost. So they begin to be more careful, building into the Backrooms, as it seems if you bring something that connects you to the original portal, such as a rope, or even, I guess, entire infrastructure, the Backrooms will not change around you. It will become more stable. And oh yeah, that lost Async researcher, he was Peter Trench, who was on a voyage mapping out the area, who got distracted by some noise away from the team and got transported to what seemed like a different area, but we actually find out that he was pushed through time. And this is where
They time traveling through the back rooms too. This movie gonna be crazy, bro. I gotta tap in.
confusing stuff really happens. Because the Backrooms, yes, can push people both forward and back in time. Pushing Peter, funnily enough, to when Async was giving the Department of Energy a tour to get funding from the government. Good old government, always getting in everything bad. But this was a major moment because Async just assumed that Peter was lost to the halls, or the mold monster. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this Backroom series also has a skinny mold monster that chases and consumes people, even mimicking human voices to lure them out or possibly even takes their last words. Not much is known about them, honestly.
No, bro. Nah,
Only that they are
bro.
a native environment. Now, Async isn't oblivious to all that is happening here. At first, yes, they may have been naive to what they were getting themselves into, but as they got deeper into this mess, they start to do some questionable things, such as holding Peter hostage, even faking his death, supposedly. He might be alive, he might not be, I don't know. Kane needs to release some more videos for us to figure that out. And even hiding bodies they find in the back rooms of people who just fall through a doorway. And of course, you know, they get very money hungry. What major corporation isn't? And so far, you have all major plot points of the story, except I don't even know if I should throw this out there. I'm not covering everything, like I said, because sure, you have some random green glowing rooms and people who actually have made it out, but those plot lines are smaller compared to what I think is happening with the Backrooms. And this is more a personal theory, but also probably not, because it has to deal with the time travel, which I kind of glossed over earlier. Remember when I mentioned that painting we saw earlier in Clark's shop reappearing in the Backrooms? Well, we see similar wall paintings in the online series as well. And at the time, I wasn't too sure what they were, or even why they were there. I chalked it up to the Backrooms trying to imitate the real world, but the Backrooms isn't trying to imitate the real world. I think that the Backrooms is colliding different moments in time together all at once. The thing that really made me think this was rewatching the Backrooms Found Footage 3. Yes, it was 45 minutes long, and yes, I rewatched it probably 7 times for both these videos. But here we get a moment where we're following our new main protagonist. I say new because most of the time they die or we don't know what happens to them. Entering the Backrooms that he just accidentally got into and is lost, searching around, where he comes to a house which is not unusual to see, but this one is fully furnished and you can even hear other people.
Why would he walk in the crib? At that moment, I'm gone. I'm out of there. I'm running as fast as y'all ever done seen anybody run ever in their life. Cause what, bro?
I'm sorry. I don't know where I am. I need help.
Pulling the switch.
Pulling a switch.
I'm trying, okay?
And he gets to a point against the wall where he's actively talking with somebody through not even a doorway. It's like he can hear a next door neighbor. But
he really sitting there pleading, conversating with what they call that shit, a mold monster. That shit is crazy.
He can't exit, which is odd. It's almost like the worlds seem to be merging together. Like I mentioned before, the Backrooms is unstable. It shifts around unless it is attached to something in the real world. And I personally think that Async opening up the portal to the Backrooms made the entire world itself unstable. Now we're gonna get a little scientific here, but imagine if this was a real life thing.
See, yeah, you getting too real life about